Here's where Obi-Wan Kenobi fits into the Star Wars timeline, including how long the episode takes place after Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, but before A New Hope. From Andor, a prequel to Rogue One, to the Book of Boba Fett and Ahsoka's Disney Plus Star Wars series are revisiting various recognizable characters, time frames, and locales. The series Obi-Wan Kenobi, starring Ewan McGregor as the famous Jedi Master, is the most important of Disney's plans. It will be released on May 25th, 2022. Many narrative elements for Obi-Wan Kenobi are still unknown, including who will play some of the show's characters. Even so, it's been confirmed that there will be other Star Wars characters returning, with McGregor. Joel Edgerton and Bonnie Peace will reprise their roles as Owen and Beru Lars, respectively, while Hayden Christensen will reprise his role as Darth Vader. Disney has promised a dramatic rematch between Obi-Wan and Vader in the show, but how that will play out remains to be seen. Vader's return adds to the intrigue surrounding Obi-Wan's timeline, since it will probably be the first time they've seen each other since their combat on Mustafar in Revenge of the Sith. Obi-Wan Kenobi takes place after the prequels, but before the original trilogy, an era that has been addressed by Star Wars canon in a number of ways, but not by Obi-Wan himself. There's plenty of space for more research and additions to these characters' storylines, thanks to the timeline's flexibility. Obi-Wan Kenobi takes place 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, giving the show a definitive position in the Star Wars narrative. As far as anyone knows, Obi-Wan has spent those years in exile on Tatooine, keeping an eye on Luke Skywalker, who will of course be 10 in the show, while Darth Vader has spent those years assisting the Empire in establishing galactic dominance and suffocating any remains of the Jedi Order. Obi-Wan Kenobi, now Ben Kenobi, will be a hermit in the Juilin Wastes at this point in the timeline, though Star Wars canon has shown how he was still engaged in Luke's life and Tatooine issues in general, including meddling against Jabba the Hutt, though this is a little after the show's given time period. It might possibly represent Obi-Wan's training to become a Force ghost, which is said to have taken place on Tatooine. Along with this post-Revenge of the Sith timeline, this implies that Obi-Wan Kenobi takes place 9 years before A New Hope and his final fatal confrontation with his former apprentice, who would murder Obi-Wan on the Death Star. There will be a lot more in that time frame. Obi-Wan's climactic confrontation with Maul, for example, takes place 2 years before A New Hope, and the timeline permits the Obi-Wan Kenobi series to be adaptable, with flashbacks to the prequels if necessary. It could also need to explain why Obi-Wan is so obviously aging. He's 48 years old in the show's timeline, McGregor is 50, but he appears considerably older in A New Hope as played by Alec Guinness, so he'll have a lot of growing up to do in those 9 years. Alrighty, that's it for today, guys. I wish you all the best, and I will see you Vader. Sleemo Chris, out.